Welcome back to Everyday Iowa. Ooh, look at that graphic. It is week 5 of our 2025 Coats for Kids tour across America. And tomorrow night, we're going to Cedar Falls and Second State Brewing. Joining us, of course, is Chief Meteorologist Joe Winters and Nick Newgard, representing Second State owner. Thank you for making the long drive down from Cedar Falls this morning. And welcome to Cedar Rapids.
Thank you. Thank you.
You guys, Joe was kind of singing your guys' praises. Joe, you've had the pumpkin pie.
Had you first at the Marion Oktoberfest.
Absolutely.
Probably
Great time.
a couple years ago.
Yep.
And had the pumpkin pie beer. This is the most unique pumpkin. You think of pumpkin beers, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, you can have the pumpkin spice and that. No, this tastes like a pumpkin pie. In fact, finishes with a little bit of cream in the background. It is amazing.
Yeah, you know, people wanted us to make pumpkin beer for a long time, and I said if we're going to make it, we're going to go all the way to pie. We're not just doing another spice beer like a lot of them out there. So there was a lot of trial and error with that beer, but it really does taste like a full slice of pie in a can.
This is good looking stuff, and Nick understood the assignment. This is just a sampling of some of the sampling. This is one of the reasons you got to get up there. We'll talk about what is going on Thursday up in Cedar Falls. But first off, introduce Second State to everybody. For folks who aren't familiar, tell us a little bit about you and the story of the brewery.
So Second State, we opened in March of 2017. We are on the corner of 2nd and State Street, so that way if you know the name, you know where to find us. Just a block off of Main Street towards the river in Cedar Falls. I came from the homebrewing side of things for almost 20 years now.
Okay.
I've been doing that and decided to open a place back in 2015. It was 2017 by the time we got open, and we tend to focus, my heart lies in a lot of more of the classic beers. Classic German lagers, English ales, those kinds of things, but we have fun with the pumpkin pies, the blueberry muffins, some peanut butter, those kinds of things, as well as just came out with our Oktoberfest a couple weeks ago, and the classic Irish Red and Schwartz beers and those kinds of things.
And we're looking at some pictures of food you guys have up there too. So I mean, it's a eating and drinking establishment.
Yeah, so we've got Concept Kitchen is the name of the food place at our place there, and they make some amazing food, awesome flavors, unique stuff. It's not just the same old things that you can get a lot of. It's not a burger place or something like that. It's not a bunch of fryers. It really is local made, lots of flavors infused. We've got the all-day breakfast burritos, some street tacos, and every couple of weeks they change the menu up. Okay. So they've got an Asian-inspired menu going on this weekend with I believe it's a Korean salmon and a few other specials going on out of there.
Oh, so. Wow.
So, of course, this is a benefit for Coats for Kids, which means on tomorrow from 4 to 7 o'clock, AJ and Camille will be up there, and they are going to be playing bingo for some prizes. We want you to come up and just enjoy Second State, have fun playing some free bingo, put some tips in the jar, and just buy some food or drink, because that all benefits Coats for Kids. Why is it important for you to be involved in a community event like this?
You know, we love to support a lot of these community events and these nonprofit events. It's a good thing for the community, and things that are good for the community are good for all of us. So Coats for Kids, obviously anytime we can do things for kids it makes it even better. So we love to support those things, working with different local organizations that have these kinds of events, providing our space and getting people in the door and getting some excitement for those kinds of things happening.
Well, and we've been seeing some pictures. What a beautiful location you guys have. And you talked about, you know, how Cedar Falls is continuing to evolve and grow. I see a lot of bikes out there, so
Absolutely.
You must do well with the biking community, but even the Cedar Valley as a whole, what a great spot to be in. And you guys do a lot of events out there too.
We do, yeah. We're very lucky with the development that's happened around us. When we opened in 2017, us and one other restaurant right across the street were the only thing in the area there. Otherwise, everything was Main Street. And things have really developed around us a lot, where we do a lot of events and a lot of things going on. Friday nights in the summer, we have the roads closed off doing, again, most of the time those are fundraisers outside for local nonprofit agencies, and just live music and having a good time. So getting beer for good.
So speaking of beer, because you brought a wide selection of different kinds, and we're panning that right now, how do you come up with some of the flavors? For example, Tropical Blonde and Islandology beer.
You know, it depends. Some of them are just things that are passion projects of mine that I want to make. Some of them we do, like the Islandology is one that we developed with the Lost Island Water Park out of Waterloo. In that one, we brought, I think it was 17 or 18 people together to try different flavors and different versions of things to come up with where we wanted that to end up. So there's no one set process in any of it by any means. Sometimes it's a lot of trial and error and me trying things and going, nope, that's not right. And sometimes we make it and they go, that's it.
Exactly.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're not going to put it out if it's not what we want it to be.
All right, here's a challenge for you. German sweet chocolate cake.
You know, that is something that we've talked about.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There is one brewery, at least. There's a couple breweries in Iowa that do one. One that's one of my favorites actually is a great beer. So that's one that I've stayed away from because I've said, you know what, they've done a perfect job of it there. Contrary, so.
What you do with pumpkin pie, I can't imagine what you'd do, though, with German sweet chocolate.
I can't wait till they come out with a John Deere beer up there around the Cedar Falls and Waterloo,
If they want to reach out, we can always come
I'm
up
sure
with
the
something.
licensing is cheap on that.
I'm sure it would be, yeah.
Again, it's all about Coats for Kids,
Yeah,
of course,
there you go.
tomorrow night, 4 to 7 o'clock. You're going to go to Second State. Again, free bingo. You're going to win some prizes. You can taste some great beers, and you can also have some great food, as we can see, and just say hello and support, again, the Coats for Kids tour, which does continue. But this is our second to last stop. Of course, next week on September 18th, we'll at the Salsa Guys Cafe.
And Nick, if people want to, if they can't make it up there tomorrow night, but say, hey, we want to come up and check the place out. Location again, where people can learn about you and see the menu and some of the pictures too.
Yeah, so our address is 203 State Street. Again, the corner of State and Second and State Street in downtown Cedar Falls, just a block off of Main Street towards the river.
There you go, and all the pictures, and thanks for bringing all this in.
Of course.
You don't have to leave it. We prefer you don't. Otherwise, we're going to have a lot more meetings than news meetings around here if you do that. But thank you for joining up with Coats for Kids again this year, too. We appreciate it.
Of course.
We'll put all the information on our station website.